Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. This is Hop Valley's Bubble Stash IPA using Cryo Hops. And it is the registered trademark of Yakima Chief Hops, used with permission. So we talked about the Cryo Hops already. 6.2% alcohol, 45 international bitterness units. Hop Valley, Eugene, Oregon, established 2009.
Right, you said it's some kind of special process that they use where they freeze it and crack it.
They drop it to such a low cryogenic temperature. It's like way below zero. And it makes the hop cone bust open, and then they get the pulp out of it, basically.
So what's the alcohol per volume on this?
6.2.
Any IBUs?
45. It's kind of like a pale ale.
What's the
This is
purpose
my
of using that process?
They claim it makes the beer better, you know, like, oh yeah, this is a great process.
But if it lowers the IBUs and the alcohol per volume, I mean, because shouldn't, in an IPA, the alcohol per volume and the IBUs be almost kind of symmetrical?
But that's the new thing these days. Remember IPAs that aren't bitter?
Why would you not want an IPA not bitter?
Because everybody wants them to be fruity.
Why would you want them fruity?
Because people like fruit, apparently.
Well, you'd want the fruity aromas that you get from a hop, not something that tastes like ambrosia.
Yeah, well, let's see about this one,
All right.
what it's going to taste like. So
Let's
it's
go ahead.
cloudy yellow, gold. Yes.
Yeah, it's cloudy. It's not West Coast. I mean, it's not that New England style.
Not like it's got cake
brags
batter in
on.
it.
No, I'm not seeing that. I ain't seeing any sediment in the bottom. So you can see through it.
Yeah, it's translucent. At least the light goes through it. I don't know if it's transparent. I can't see my finger through it.
What's that aroma?
That's that lupulin powder. That's the pulp that comes out of the hop cone. They were talking about lupulin. That's the stuff that makes it like dank and bitter.
I'm not really getting that. Man, I'm almost getting that aroma that we were just talking about.
If you get on the company's website, they got some videos where they talk about the cryo hop method. Why they say they think it's a good method.
So is this trademarked? Like only this one company can do this?
Well, the name Cryo Hop is trademarked. I don't know about the process. A registered trademark of Yakima Chief Hops, used with permission. That's the company they contract with to get their hops, Yakima Chief Hops. And that company, I guess, convinced them, oh, this is the way to go, you know? We'll see.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about.
They make all kind of beers, not just IPAs. I just found this variety pack at Matherns. If I found other ones, I'd buy them. I can only buy what I have access to. And that just showed up 3 weeks ago in the store, like out of the blue.
What it smells like.
What kind of danky?
No, it doesn't taste. It doesn't smell danky.
Found it did.
It's slightly bitter.
Yeah, not too bitter.
Slight ambrosia. We were just talking about that before we tasted this. It's not a pleasurable thing in IPAs, I think. The bitter's kind of fading into grapefruit pith, which is also not pleasurable. Yeah, there's just a citrus pithness going on with it. There's an ambrosia smell. And it's almost like some kind of sourness to it on the
Sour.
nose.
It's pretty
Smell
dry.
it again. Smell it again.
Maybe tart, like a.
No, it's almost like some kind of wet rag or something.
That's what they were shooting for. All right. An old dish towel that need to be washed in hot water with some Clorox and liquid Lysol. Okay. Maybe
So
that's
I'm being very open-minded. I'm trying to figure out why does this not taste like an IPA to me?
it tastes like a pale ale.
It does taste like a pale ale with some oddball,
Not an India pale ale.
hop bitterness that's more of a citrus bitterness.
So maybe the freeze drying the hop cones didn't help it, in your
I
opinion.
don't know I've never experienced beer with a freeze dried hop cone aspect going on.
We've
with
had
it.
the Sierra Nevada wet hopped. Remember with those? We've had the fresh hops where they pick the hops and they throw them in there.
Yeah.
But cryogenically frozen hops, this is a new one on us.
I can't really see why that's a really like economical way of doing hops.
Because I guess they're just selling bags of lupulin. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably just like a bag, and it's just like, because the guy showed it in his hand, he picked it up, and it was just like almost looked like, like shredded chewing tobacco, like it's like, but it was green, of course, like the grass green that the hops are. He was like, this is what we're using. I said, okay. A lot of big brewers like Miller and Coors, they use hop pellets. They take the hops at a factory and they press them into little pellets, look like rabbit feed food.
Yeah.
And that's, like you're saying, economical.
That's economical in that process where things are compressed down in size. Actually would preserve some of the flavor as opposed to something that's shredded and brought out, just like you do with a coffee bean. If you freshly grind coffee beans, you get more of a coffee flavor.
But a lot of the
as
coffee,
opposed to coffee. I'm just using it as
Yeah.
an example that many folks would know. As opposed to buying your coffee already ground.
ground and roasted.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the coffee beans are roasted; they're not raw. Well, I know what I gave it. What do you give it?
I give it a D plus.
Golly, bad, but a high level of bad.
D plus is not bad.
To me, a D is bad.
Okay.
You
It's passable.
That would be like a C minus. D means bad, but you can drink it. Like that D13 from
The reason why I'm
Sweetwater.
giving this
I
is
thought
a
it tasted
D is because
bad.
it doesn't taste like an IPA to me, and it's being sold as an IPA at 6.2%. I'm not getting hop bitterness. I'm getting grapefruit bitterness, almost like pith, which is some of the worst bitterness you can get from a piece of citrus fruit.
Yeah, that pith.
So that's
okay.
why it's getting a D plus.
All right, so like a 69 out of 100. Well, that's a fail.
I'm more like a 68.
That's a worse fail.
Sorry.
Oh man. Hey, well, too bad.
Agree, the style.
So we got a
Style's not
style
there.
problem.
Yeah.
To me, I liked it, but I won't mention my score. 'Cause I was
Not bubbly.
when I reviewed it, I had given it, I think, like a 93, 8. Maybe I've gone out of my mind, I like too much stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe I've realized the importance of cryo hops.
I guess.
But you're getting voted 2 out of 1 every time. Maybe you're wrong. Talking about just hypothetically, I could be like wrong. All right, so go to Eugene, Oregon, and tour their brewery and
Have fun.
see how they got these bags or buckets or containers of cryo
Enjoy
hops.
those
I don't know.
cryo hops.
Cryo hops.
Cryo hops.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.